I'm gonna ask you how you got the name Primo, because your original name, Hinaga. So you're a Carrasco. Carrasco's a big family between Ojinaga and Presidio County. Big family, large family, many years. Carrasco's a big family. It's the same Carrascos, right? Más o menos.
You know, that's one thing that I got in my head, that if you're Beebe, David Beebe.
Yeah, no Beebe's here. Solamente mío.
Okay. Yeah, but if you met somebody Beebe, is that your last name, Beebe?
Yeah.
If it's somebody, have to be it's only one last name. It don't matter.
Right.
Because you know like mine, you know, Carrasco. They ask me sometimes. They ask me, you belong. I mean, your relative is Carrasco. Oh yeah. Do you know him? No. Say, Harry, well, he's Carrasco. He's same last name.
But also in the same region.
Yeah, because he come. I don't know. He came just one last name, right?
Well, yeah, but the same this region, like the families from here, you know, the Baezas, the Carrascos, the Uritas, Nietos.
Yeah.
You have these families that, you know, Canos. You know, you have these families that go back 200 years. The same names, you know, and they come from here. Now, if you go down to Brownsville, or go to Houston, not so many Carrascos. More here.
There's a little town here in Mexico. They call him El Vado de Piedra. Excuse me. And Redford, there's a lot of Carrascos. Used to be a lot of Carrascos. Ooh. And my family, my Carrascos, they came from El Paradero, just between, west of.
El Paradero? I don't know.
El Paradero, Elegido.
Okay. Where is it? West of what?
Ranchitos west of Ojinaga.
On the border or south?
What do you mean the border? Is just
on the river?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the Mexican side.
Right. Sure. Yeah, so, but going up towards, like.
Right. The what?
Like San
divides,
Antonio, Del Bravo.
Allí el rancho on el Paradero, all those ranches, El Paradero.
Right.
Elegido.
Across from Rio Dosa, what was the name of the little town? You remember?
San Antonio el Bravo.
I think that's Candelaria, right?
It's Candelaria. Oh no. I don't know which is first, Candelaria or.
No, Rio Dosa's first.
So
the first
San
one you
Antonio
hit.
el Bravo. And then you go further and it's Candelaria?
I
don't know. I don't remember.
I can't remember right now either. Well, let's talk about the next song.
Okay.
It's interesting though, you know, you spent most of your life within more or less, you know, 100 miles, right, or 75 miles. Marfa, I mean, you worked on the railroad, you saw everywhere between El Paso and Louisiana, right?
Right.
All, for many years, all those little towns, you know, Seguin, Houston, Beaumont, you know, Columbus, you know, Emerson, you know, like Del Rio, all those places on the Southern Pacific Line, which runs, you know, now it runs from New Orleans all the way to Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
It used to run further, but now it runs from New Orleans to Los Angeles. They cut the part off that goes to Florida.
Yeah, when it used to be the Southern Pacific, they have divisions that our division was from El Paso to San Antonio. Poquito, I think it's just to Seguin, maybe.
Seguin, right, where the state, that's where that big, you stop for the fuel station there.
The places where you can bump, you can get bumped.
They have a rail yard in Seguin.
Your seniority.
Oh.
Your seniority ran just on San Antonio division. That it was from El Paso to San Antonio. Maybe
you started working for the railroad in 1971?
Yeah, started 71.
The year I was born.
Is that the year you were born, Caracho?
Correct, yeah.
Oh, fíjate cómo Jesus bring us together.
Well, I have.
That's
So I want to ask you about the song Cruz de Olvido.
Cruz de Olvido.
Yeah.
Cruz
it's the like the cross of the forgotten, right? Or am I wrong?
It's to forget.
To forget, but it's also explain to me when you sing it, what do you think of about the words? Like it's the is it sentimental or is it just a story?
It's a sentimental.
To you, it's it's a bolero, and we do a bolero style. And to me, it's a very sentimental song. We explain how that song came to be, because I mean, what y'all need to know is that all the songs that we play, maybe a few of them I chose, but when we started to learn them, Primo's the one that said, "Hey, do you know this song?" I said, "Well, no, but let's play it. Let's see how it goes." Well, and then I went online. I say, "Who did this? Who did this song, Primo?" He said, "I don't know." I said, "What's it called?" He goes, "I think it's called this, or it's called this." And I listen, and same thing when I was playing with Hector. He said, "I don't know who did it. I don't even know what the song's called, but we call it this." And I could usually find it no problem if I go on the internet and and look it up. Cruz de Olvido is a very famous song.
Yeah, it's real famous, and
Vicente Fernandez did it, right?
But Vicente Fernandez sang it a different way. You noticed?
Well, yeah.
And the way I was going to tell you about this.
Okay, tell me.
This song.
Tell me.
We're going to play it in 3 ways when we play it. I don't know if you agree with me.
Oh, I'll play it. I told you every time. You say, "How do you like it?" I say, "Any way you want."
Well, let me tell you about this guy. He's a smart guy, and no doubt about it. I always said, "Baby, how long we've been playing?"
About 8 years now.
About 8 years.
About 8 years, yeah.
How many times did we sit and practice, or the song, this one, that?
Oh, a few times.
Which ones?
We had maybe 4 or 5 years ago. We worked at your house maybe 5 or 6 times.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, in the back house.
Did I remember it's only but 2 times?
We had a little bit of tequila.
Yes.
But of course, it makes it sound better. No, we've had some practices, but we play more shows than we practice by far.
Yeah,
we play probably 4 or 5 shows for every time we practice, maybe more.
Okay,
we barely ever practice. You're right.
But every time
most of the time. But but one of the things is
two songs and the rest was just talking. And
well, you remember it took me a long time to get La Diferencia right. I had a hard time. I remember this. I don't know if you remember it, but at your house, there's a jump on one of the chord changes that's correct. Juan Gabriel wrote the song. He did it. We do it, and there's a jump that is not natural to gringo musicians. It's just not a gringo style, not country, not blues, not rock and roll, not jazz. It's not natural to gringo musician. As you know, I'm a gringo musician, so I've been learning over these years to branch out and understand the differences between what I've known for 45 years of my life, 48 years, and what I learned from you. So like La Diferencia, I had a hard time with. Do you remember that?
Yeah, so do I. I remember that one part.
That one part right there. It's hard.
But
we got it, and it's on this record. We're not talking about that song right now.
We got it.
We're gonna do that one. We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
And see what happened, baby. That like my wife, me and my wife, we sing together once in a while. And I said, well, let's sing the song. Which one do it? I started singing it, chicotea, ting, ting, ting. No, it don't go like that. I say, look, the song you play the way. See, like that, Cruz de Olvido?
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be with this David Cesar. But I think first one was, what's the name, that old man? Well, anyway. So David Cesar and Cuco Sanchez.
Cuco Sanchez, right.
Okay? Cuco Sanchez sing it one way, and then later on, I think David Cesar, he came with a mariachi style.
Right.
And then Mr. Vicente Fernandez, he liked to sing it as a
ranchera.
Yeah,
correct.
You notice that?
Yeah. Most of what he does.
Yeah. So see, the songs is las cumbias. You play Cielito Lindo, you can play cumbia.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. A lot of people always say that when they request a song, let's say Puerta Negra. Don't expect me to sing it the same as who?
Tigres.
Los Tigres. And
they're not going to have the same sound. There's no drummer.
Yeah, a lot of people. I always
I
say,
think that I've never had anybody complain about us doing La Puerta Negra. Everybody's usually singing along.
well, that's what
Everybody loves that song.
It's
like Tragos Amargos. It's such an anthem. Like in English we call it an anthem. It's like if you go to the party or the bar, like you're gonna hear it. It's like it's a theme of kind of like Puerta Negra is one of those that's so popular that most anywhere you go where there's a big party, you're gonna hear the La Puerta Negra.
It's everybody like that Puerta Negra.
It's a
and
classic.
What do you call that? El Columpio.
Columpio.
Right. And
Great. That's a great cumbia. Yeah.
You know, baby, I always when I start singing with you, that pues I never sing. I just sing poquito out of each song. Never finish a song. But
oh right, that it's different to play a song than to start it and to play the whole thing and then to finish it. It's very different. It's really different. I mean, it takes so let's talk about Cruz de Olvido just a little bit more, and then I want to ask you about the people you used to play with here in Marfa back in the old days, very quickly before we do another song. Okay, so Cruz de Olvido, tell me what that song means to you lyrically. Las palabras, what they mean to you.
It means to me like when you lost a real close relative, friend, brother, sister, mother. That song, they're real, como dice, muy apropiada, appropriate.
Exactly.
For people pass away. Oof.
The remembrance.
Remembers of, yes, And when I started singing that song, me and my tiger, I'm sorry, my wife.
Your wife, yeah. Mm-hmm. Your tiger, Anna.
We used to sing, just me and her, on the road. When I'm driving, we sing a lot everywhere we go. So we started singing in the church, the choir. Mm-hmm. I don't sing too much in the church, because I lost my whatchamacallit, playing and singing. It's a lot of different when singing by myself. That singing with somebody else, I lost el tune.
You have to follow them and they have to follow you. It's different. Yeah, it's different.
So
we're good about following each other.
So and on those years, baby, there was this community here in Marfa. They were more union, I guess, together.
United,
andele. We used to go play at hospitals with the old people. Used to go singing allá, los viejitos, try to make their life a little easier, more más de este. So, and here in Marfa, we used to go sing to the sick people, old people. Mm-hmm. And it was a lady, her name was Conchita Villanueva, I guess, for her husband, anyway. He was an old lady, and she liked that song, Cruz de Olvido. And every time we go play her for them, she requests a Cruz de Olvido. So that's how I like that Cruz de Olvido, And when I'm singing, I feel the words, that I see in the picture, como he said.
Yeah, the memory of that lady.
De lo que está pasando, lo que va pasando en la canción.
That's great. Well, I love that song, and I'm really happy that we recorded it. So we're gonna move on to the next song, and I'm gonna ask you about playing with some of the older musicians here back in the old days before I played with you. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me reset the tape.
Andale pues. All right.
This is good, man. It's gonna be nice.